Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I think all of you giving your extreme effort to study at your home and you are benefited with our online class. In the previous class, I discussed about the rules of punctuation marks. Today in this lesson, you are going to learn about capitalization. So let's start our class. Before going to the core of capitalization, I would like to tell you the outcome of it, learning outcome. The first one is capitalization is used to make things more clear. If we use capitalization, then the text will be more clear to all of you. Then it is giving the sentence a better shape, and without this, the text will be untidy. What is capitalization? You know already that the using of capital letters in a sentence is capitalization. And in proper nouns, the titles of keywords and the beginnings of a sentence, we generally used it. So, the practice of using capital letters in writing or painting is called capitalization, and more nouns, keywords in titles, the pronoun I, and beginnings of sentences are generally capitalized. Capitalization rules. Use a capital letter for all of the following. This is the rules. Where should we place capitalization rules? Okay. The first one is the first letter of a sentence. The race begins at 7 a.m. Number 2. The pronoun I always will be capitalized. My sister and I will run in the race together. Number 3. Days, months and holidays except the season's name. We should place their capitalization rules. The race is Saturday, April 12th, the day before star. So, before days, months and holidays, we should place their capitalization rules. Okay. Then, proper nouns of people, places and things. Proper nouns of people, places and things. Here, Angie will meet me at Al's market before the rest to buy Gertrude. Okay, so here proper nouns is capitalized. Greetings and closing of a letter. Dear Angie and Emily, good luck at the race. I'll be cheering for you. Love, Mom. So greeting, the first letter of the word will be capitalized. This is the general formula you know very well. Okay, then person's initials and abbreviations. Dr. Robert L. Pick will treat any injured runners at the race. So the person's initial is here is here following capitalization rules. Names of streets, cities, states and countries. The race is on Palm Tree Lane in Palm Spring, California. So here the letter that is colored. Okay, then the letter is here the name of streets, cities, states and countries, and it should be capitalized. Then titles of books, poems, movies, songs and plays will be capitalized. We read the book Radical Running to Prepare for the Race. So the book name here is Radical Running. Okay, so here Radical Running, the initial letter R and running, the initial letter R has become capitalized. So here we should follow the rules of capitalization. More rules about capitalization. Okay, when north, south, east, west content with a name or place, then only it will be the initial letter of that word will be capitalized. But when that only mentioning the directions, so there we will not be using capital letters. For example, my friend lives in South Carolina. So here you see that South Carolina, north, south, east, west, that is including with a noun or place, Carolina. So here south will be the initial letters of south. The initial words of south will be S. Then the another example that is incorrect. She lives in Southern Europe. So here Southern Europe will not be what? Will not be correct. So this Southern Europe, this Southern will be what? Small letter. Because Southern Europe is not Europe here, is meaning the name of a place. You should be placed. She lives in Southern Europe. The inter Southern Europe is mentioning here place. So here Southern Europe, you should be written here that Southern Europe, where Southern S will be in small letter and Europe will be in capital letter. The name of a company is similar to the name of a person and needs to be capitalized. So the name of a company should be capitalized. For example, my niece lives Bata Shoes. Here Bata is a company name. Do you prefer Ponds products? Ponds also here company name. The third rules, capitalize periods of time in history that have specific names. Okay, the era name, the historical era name we should put there capitalization rules. So the periods of time in history, for example, the dot-com era lasted far shorter than many people expected. So here the dot-com is one of the era, okay, or periods in history that we should put their capitalization rules. So the dot com, here the initial letter the dot com like T, D and C will be capitalized. Okay. The another rules is names of specific events should be capitalized. So the specific event we should put their capitalization rules. So for example, I went to the career adda with Sushant Pal in Dhaka last weekend. So here is the event's name is career adda with Sushant Pal. So each word's letter and initial letter will be capitalized. The next one, names of gods are capitalized, including Allah, Vishnu, and God. The word God is generally not capitalized when it refers to multiple gods. So when we use God word alone, then it will be capitalized. But when it refers the multiple gods, we shouldn't put their capitalization rules. Like that, Wotan is one of the gods in Wechner's ring circle. So here gods is indicating the multiple gods. That's why we are writing here G, God. The initial letter of gods here is small letter. The second example, the pastor prayed that God should deliver us from our sins. So here God is the only one, that's why we should place here capital G. Okay, the another rules is each letter of an acronym, the letter for the first letter of every word, then it will be capitalized. Okay, for example, CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. Okay, so here it is the acronym CIA. It is a acronym, or that is the abbreviation that I told you before, abbreviation. So the elaboration will be Central Intelligence Agency. So we should place the capitalization rules in case of abbreviation, like that. For example, Washington DC is the capital of IMF. You know, IMF is the elaboration of IMF is uh, International Monetary Fund. So here the capital of IMF is Washington DC. So it is the general discussion about capitalization. Okay, I think uh, uh, you are able to grasp the gist of this capitalization rules, and it is very much easier to all. It will be very much easier to all of you. And till then, keep with your study and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.